and welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm doing a question and answer with Garth, my partner, just so you can get to know me a little bit better. So take it away, Garth.
Well, don't forget Avalia's here as well. Alright, first question, where were you born?
I was born in Melbourne in Australia.
And do you have any siblings?
Yes, I've got one brother, Aaron. He is 2 years older than me.
And what were your favourite subjects at school?
I did all the hard subjects at school. I did 2 math subjects and accounting. Accounting was probably my favourite subject, and biology.
Were you a nerdburger?
No.
Were you popular at school?
I had some really lovely friends at school, but I was also bullied for most of my schooling, so I guess yes, I had some really nice friends, but school was a pretty hard time for me.
Did you study after school?
Yes. First I studied a double degree in nursing and midwifery, but I didn't like the nursing part, so I actually deferred, and then I ended up studying 2 years of a Bachelor of Commerce, which I didn't end up liking either. So then I ended up doing fashion, business and merchandising, which I absolutely loved, and I really wanted to open up my own store, but I decided that the market wasn't really the best time to open up the kind of store that I wanted. So I ended up deciding that midwifery was my passion, and I went back and studied 3 years in a Bachelor of Midwifery. So now I'm a qualified midwife.
Was it always a passion of yours to open up that little clothing brand that you've got now?
Yeah, definitely. So I've always been interested in fashion, and particularly like silhouettes that enhance like the female figure. I always find it really hard to find things to suit my body type, and so I think that really inspired me to start.
How did you meet Garth?
Well, Garth and I, Garth is actually a doctor at the hospital that I was working as a midwife. So a friend of mine who's a nurse actually introduced us one day and pointed out the fact that we were both single, which at the time was really awkward, but it was really good because it kind of caused like a lead-in for Garth to be able to come and speak to me more. And now that I found out he had this huge 3-day plan of how he was going to ask me out, so he conveniently kept running into me in the corridors of the hospital, and then when I'd go for my lunch break he was there as well. So he would ask me questions and chat about my weekend and things, and then he came and asked me one day, would I like to go for coffee, and asked for a number, and yeah, well now we're engaged. Aren't we, darling?
Smooth criminal. How much do you weigh, and how do you maintain your weight?
I actually very rarely ever weigh myself. I go more on how I'm feeling and yeah, pretty much how I'm feeling. But I have weighed myself just out of curiosity. Before I was pregnant I was 46 kilos and I'm now 44. So I've lost weight, but I think it's muscle mass that I've lost.
How do you keep motivated to stay fit?
It makes me feel really good to feel fit and feel strong, and I think I'm addicted to that feeling of feeling healthy and feeling well. Like I've noticed, like if I go through times where I do go off track a little bit and eat things that don't make me feel well, I end up not feeling like myself. So I make sure I always book my training sessions in with friends, so it's really exciting. We chat a lot, and gives me something to look forward to, and I always get my clothes out the day before of what I'm going to wear, so I'm organised. Avalia comes with me and she loves playing with the other babies, so I think it's more for me, it's a social thing as well, so something that I really enjoy.
And you mentioned your partner works at the hospital. How do you handle him doing shift work?
I'm not gonna lie and say that it's easy. It's definitely hard, especially because, well, I'm a midwife too, so 2 shift workers together, it can be really difficult, especially when you've got a baby. But at the moment I'm on maternity leave, so that definitely makes things a little bit easier. But I think you've got to look at it in a positive way as well. So yes, sometimes we do miss out on a lot of weekends together doing things, but it does mean that if Garth sometimes works a couple of nights in a row, that we can either spend the days together, or he gets big bulk times like in a row off as well, so we can go on little holidays. So it is hard, and sometimes I feel like I'm alone a lot with Avalia and I'm caring for her by myself, but Garth is such a devoted dad, and every time he's home he's always like first to be like, can I bath her or can I do this? So I think we manage well.
When are you getting married?
We are getting married next year.
Very nice. Now, a bit of a question here regarding your engagement ring. How many times have you lost it?
All the time. I'm wearing it on my middle finger because it's a little bit big for me and I haven't had it resized yet, so a couple of times.
And how many times haven't you told me about? Where are you planning to go for your honeymoon?
We are planning to go away for about 5 weeks. Hawaii, Miami, Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas.
And out of all the travel you've done, you've been overseas a fair few times. What's your favourite country?
Italy, but I guess you'd have to say Indonesia. I've been to Indonesia like 14 times now, so I seem to keep going back there. So Italy and Indonesia.
How about Turkey? You enjoyed that?
Oh, I loved Turkey. I forgot about Turkey as well.
And Portugal.
And Portugal, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. What's Avalia's nationality?
She is, well, my grandparents are Greek, so she's Greek, Scottish, English.
How did you come up with the name Avalia?
Well, Garth and I were looking at the newborn photo shoots online, and there was a baby called I think it was Everly. And anyway, we really liked the name Eva, and there's another baby in my family with the name Ava, so we thought it was a little bit too similar. So we made it up pretty much and came up with Avalia.
Because you made it up, do you want to make up a meaning for it as well?
Sunshine.
Sunshine, alright. And how old's she now?
She's
a bit funny asking that, I know that one.
She's 11 months.
Right. And what's her personality like?
She's very sassy, very confident, definitely knows what she wants. She's very loving too and affectionate, and always laughing and always up for a joke, aren't you?
Yeah, this is a pretty common question I've seen around on the Instagram and Snapchat worlds. How tall are you? But I should probably rephrase that and say, how short are you?
I get asked that all the time, and I think everyone thinks that I'm like super tall, but I'm 5 foot nothing, like literally 5 foot nothing, 150 centimeters.
Do you carb count? Yeah.
No, definitely not. I don't count calories. I don't count carbs. I don't follow any fad diets. I just eat everything in moderation and follow a healthy lifestyle.
On a question, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. Well, Avalia will be at school. Oh, that makes me really emotional. But maybe with 1 or 2 more kids. I know Garth and I definitely want to have maybe 3 or 4 kids. I'm trying to convince him on the 4th. But I definitely like to expand Avalia Grace brand out more and go into children's wear, and we will be married, so lots of exciting things happening in 5 years. If you guys have any more questions that you really want to know, make sure you comment in the comments below and subscribe to my channel so you can see what's coming next. I'm going to be doing heaps of different videos, but let me know exactly what you want to see, whether it's exercise videos, challenges, anything, just let me know. But thanks for watching. Bye!